Hello, we are discussing about GATE 1998 ECE paper, and this question is related to digital circuits. Look at the circuit diagram. The current I flowing through a resistance R in the circuit shown is, what is the value of I over here? This is what the I value we are going to find out. Okay, four options are mentioned, which are out of that one which is going to be the right one. And this is an op amp, and we will assume that one it is ideal op amp. Because it is nothing is specified about the op amp, that implies nothing but we can easily assume ideal op amp. Ideal op amp is going to be having characteristics. Okay, input impedance is equal to infinite. Because of that one, the current flowing through non-inverting terminal, current flowing through inverting terminal, both are going to be zeros. Okay, and voltage at positive terminal is equal to voltage at inverting terminal. Voltage at non-inverting terminal and voltage at inverting terminal is going to be always equal. Since voltage at non-inverting terminal is at ground, ground implies nothing but 0 volts. So voltage at inverting terminal is also treated as 0 volts. So this node is also treated as 0 volts. Okay, and next, current flowing through inverting terminal, the current flowing through this one is going to be treated as 0 current. So the current flowing through this resistance small r is nothing but I, and the current flowing through inverting terminal is 0. The sum of this current is flowing through this 2R. So now the current flowing through 2R is nothing but I. So if you are able to calculate current flowing through this 2R resistor, that is going to be the current which is flowing in the small r. Okay, so now we will see how to calculate the current flowing through this 2R resistor. Okay, and the voltages we are applied is nothing but here it is. This point it is applied voltage V, and over here 0 volts is applied. 0 volts is nothing but again it is going to be treated as ground only. 0 volts is nothing but it will be equal to ground. Now we will draw another circuit. From that one we are going to see how to calculate I value. Okay, so and assume the nodes are going to be shown as it is. This is going to be node A, and it is node B, and this is node C. So we are going with three nodes A, B, C, and voltage V is going to be applied over here. This is node voltage V. V is going to be 1 voltage. Okay, and node B, node A, node C, like this. Now starting with node V. Okay, starting with node V, that is nothing but V voltage. From here we are going with a resistor, and that is end up at node B. Okay, this is node B, and the value of resistance is nothing but 2R. And from B we can move towards either left side or right side. So first we will draw the left side equivalent from the node B. So left side equivalent of node B is going to be having a resistance of R, between node B and node A. So this is node A. Okay, and from node A, if you are going to see from node A, okay, from node A to ground there will be a 2R resistance, and from node A to ground there is a 2R resistance. There are two branches from node A. Okay, each branch is consisting of 2R resistance. This is R plus R is nothing but 2R resistance, both are in series. So that I can draw like this. There is a resistance of 2R towards ground, so it is 2R, and next this is one more resistance whose equivalent is nothing but again it is 2R. So this is what the from voltage V, that is node voltage V, from that one towards left side circuit we have drawn. Now I will draw the right side circuit, that is from node B. The right side is moving towards node C. In between a resistance of R is there. So from B I am drawing a resistance of R, and that is going to be this R resistance is between B and C node. So this is node C. This is node C over here. And from node C, if you observe node C, this is node C, from this one towards ground there is a resistance 2R, and this point is also, that is the node at inverting terminal is also at 0 volts because of virtual short concept of ideal op amp. So there is two branches from C, and two branches are going to be having 2R resistance and 2 are going towards ground. So that again we are going to draw a resistance whose value is nothing but 2R and one more resistance whose value is equal to 2R over here. Okay, now we know that one current flowing through resistance 2R is going to be I. Current flowing through resistance 2R is nothing but I. This is what the current I. So this is the current I is nothing but here. This is the current is same as this one. Current I. And if you observe, this is node C. The voltage at node C is going to be same for this 2R resistor and this 2R resistor. So that voltage is same, resistance is same. That implies nothing but same current flows in this resistor also. So current flowing through this one is also I. So sum of the current flowing through this resistor is nothing but I plus I, which is 2I. And if you observe, okay, node B is going to be common. Node voltage B is common, and if you observe from node B to ground towards right side towards left side, both are going to be having the same resistance. The equivalent resistance from node B towards ground on left side, from node B towards right towards ground, both are going to be having the equal resistance. That is, circuitry from node B to ground on left side and right side are going to be symmetrical to each other. So by that time we can expect same current is going to be flowing in this R resistor. That is nothing but this is also 2I. Okay, and the total current flowing from drawing from node voltage V is nothing but 2I plus I is 2I plus 2I is nothing but 4I. So 4I is going to be the current which is coming from V. Okay, so now I am going to write a circuit like this. There is a node voltage V and the resistance whose value is nothing but 2R, and the current coming from this one is nothing but 4 times of I, and this is what node A and this is what ground node, because V is the voltage plus minus. So now if you are able to calculate the equivalent resistance from A to ground, okay, R equivalent, what is the value of this one? You can calculate 4I. Sorry, this is not A, this is B. So this is B node. This is node B. This is node B, and from node B onwards towards ground, because this 2R resistor is between V and B and the current flowing through that resistor is 4I. From node B to ground, what is the equivalent resistance is nothing but you have to solve this one. If you are going to observe these things, okay, so this 2R and this 2R are going to be in parallel, so that effective resistance will be in series with this R. So R plus R, the total resistance from B to ground is nothing but 2R. Okay, there is effective resistance of 2R from B to ground, and over here also these 2R, this 2R are going to be in parallel, so the resultant is R. This R will be added with this resistor, both will be in series. So effective resistance from B to ground is nothing but again it is 2R towards ground. Now if you observe, these 2R resistors are going to be 2R resistors are in parallel, because they will be in between B and ground only. So they will be in parallel, and if you take parallel combination of those two things, the resultant resistance is nothing but simply R between B and ground. Okay, so you can remove these two 2R resistors and you can place a single resistance whose value is nothing but R, that is between B and ground. So now R equivalent is nothing but R. Now by using KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law, you can calculate the 4I. So current flowing through this one is nothing but 4I. 4I can be written as voltage divided by total resistance. Total resistance is 2R plus R equivalent. R equivalent is R, so 2R plus R. So we can write it as 2R plus R, which is nothing but V by 3R. So from this one we can write it as I is equal to V by 3R into 4, which is nothing but V by 12R. So this is what the I value. I value is nothing but V by 12R. So the current flowing through this R, small r, is nothing but current flowing through small r, I is equal to V by 12 times of R. So the right answer for this one is nothing but option B. Thank you.